Hey you guys, I'm back with pregnancy vlog number 1, baby number 2. Yes. How did we get here, you ask? Well, I guess I'll start from the beginning. Pretty much I just started to feel sick. This was maybe about 6 weeks ago, 5, 6 weeks ago. I just started to feel sick. Father's Day. That's when it was. Father's Day, my husband, somebody keeps texting me, y'all. Okay. So Father's Day, my husband actually made something with marinara sauce, and I remember I'm like, ugh, that stinks. Like, what is that? I think he was eating some mozzarella sticks or something. And I'm like, that stinks. Get that marinara sauce out of my face. And he's looking at me like, the hell's wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know, nothing. That shit just stinks. Get it out of my face. Excuse my language. So, yeah, we didn't really think anything of it. I wasn't really feeling sick or anything. Just that marinara sauce was like, it was going to make me gag. So the next day, I got on the bus. And I take public transportation to work. I think I mentioned that on the channel before. But I take public transportation to work just because it's easier. I don't have to pay for parking. I work downtown, so it's just a lot easier. Parking, gas, everything is cheaper. It's easier, whatever. So I was on the bus on my way, well, even on my way to work and home. And just all day, I was just feeling nauseous. Like, oh, it was bad. I was just feeling nauseous all day. I didn't think I was going to make it home on the way home on the bus because I was feeling so nauseous. And I'm like, I don't want to get sick on this bus. What am I going to do? But I ended up making it home. But that day, Frontier Airlines is a new hub in Cleveland in our airport. It's a new hub, and so they were having $19 flights going to select places. So me and my husband we're thinking about taking a trip to DC. We're like, shoot, for $19 we might as well. So we're going to book the flight, but when I got home I was like, man, I feel sick, I don't know what's wrong. And he's like, I'm going to get you a pregnancy test before we book this flight. So he goes to the store, gets the pregnancy test. I take 2 of them, and lo and behold, they are both positive. So I'm freaking out because at this point, my baby's 5 months old, okay? 5 months and some change. So I'm like freaking out, and I'm like, oh my God, how did this happen? This was not in our plan. We wanted to wait until September of next year, so maybe like August, September of 2015 before we started trying again. Just to give us some time with Morgan, that's my daughter, so just to give us some time with Morgan and to watch her grow up and, you know, spend so she can be our focal point right now because she's the baby. But obviously God had other plans, so here we are. I am 10 weeks and 6 days pregnant with the new baby. Obviously we do not know if it's a boy or a girl yet, so that's the next news that we're waiting on. I am hoping it's a boy because if it is a boy, I am pretty sure that we are done. Yeah, boy and a girl, that's pretty much what I want. So if we can get that, we're pretty much done with having kids. So symptoms I've been having: a lot of nausea, a whole lot of nausea. It's actually subsided in the last week or so. It hasn't been as bad as it was, but from maybe weeks 4 to week 9, it was terrible. The one time I got sick on the bus, on the bus, and I got off and was throwing up on the sidewalk and in the street. People probably thought I was like a drunk or a crackhead or something. I don't know, but I'm like throwing up on the sidewalk. People probably thought I was like literally like some bum on the street. It was terrible, and so I had to get off the bus before my stop and walk the rest of the way home. It was horrible. So that was really embarrassing, very embarrassing. The nausea is probably the worst part. That's what I've been having mostly. I didn't really do a lot of vomiting last time I was pregnant, but this time I vomited 3 times so far. And I think I vomited once last time, but I vomited 3 times so far. But hopefully it's over. Like I said, it's been subsiding over the last week, so it hasn't been too bad. So that I'm praying that we're nearing the end. And I know we're getting toward the 12 weeks, so I'm just praying that it stops a little early for me. What else have we got? I've been getting slight headaches, very slight and very sporadic. So I don't know if people are just aggravating me and I'm getting a headache, or if it has to do with pregnancy. But I am getting very slight and sporadic headaches. Sometimes they're really, really bad. And I don't usually get headaches, so I'm assuming it has something to do with the pregnancy. Another symptom is like last time I was pregnant, I felt like I was like just famished all the time in my first trimester. It wasn't even the first trimester, it was actually just the first 12 weeks. I just felt really, really, really famished all the time. Like, I have to eat, what's wrong? And that's how I've been feeling. I'm getting that same feeling, just like that famished feeling all the time. Like, I'll eat a full plate of food and I'm like, I'm hungry again. What is wrong with me? And that's what's kind of been going on with that. So hopefully that doesn't keep up for much longer like it didn't last time. But yeah, we'll see, because that is not good when I'm trying to get my figure back, child, when this baby is done. So that is just not good for that. But so far I have not gained any weight. I actually lost a pound when I went to the doctor. What was that, 3 weeks ago? I'd actually lost the pound from when I went for my initial appointment, so that was good. We got our initial ultrasound. Everything looks good. The baby looks fine. There was a strong heartbeat, so praying that everything stays the same with the baby. We're very excited. I'm really excited now. I was not very enthused at first. Not that I wasn't excited. I think I was more of just in shock. Like, what? Like, that was the last thing on my mind, and for it to come down like that was just really shocking, and I just wasn't expecting it. So I am excited now, and I can't wait to go shopping again for the baby. Again, I hope it's a boy. We have like everything we need for the baby. If it's a boy, even, we have everything we need except for clothes. So we would just have to go shopping for clothes, which excites me a lot, obviously. But everything else, this baby won't be too bad, because everything else we have, yeah, everything else we have. So that's good news. We have to move with this pregnancy. Unfortunately, we were not, again, planning on having another baby in this house that we're in. We're not buying, we're actually renting. So I don't know, we're in this in-between stage where we don't know what we want to do now. If we're gonna stay or if we're gonna go, if we're gonna just try to make this work or not. I don't want to be uncomfortable in my own home with no space. So we're in this in-between stage right now. So we're probably gonna have to move. I have to trade in my car. I have a 2-door sports car, so it's just not conducive for having 3 children. Don't forget, I have my stepson as well. So having 3 children and then me and my husband, if we want to travel somewhere, my tiny car is not going to get it. It barely gets it with the 4 of us, but we make it work. But now we're gonna just go ahead and trade in my car and maybe get some sort of small SUV. Because we're going to need 2 car seats plus a seat for my stepson plus a seat for me and my husband. So yeah, so we have to kind of do big things this time around. Like I said, probably move and trade in the car. But as far as baby things, we have everything since we're having the kids so close in age. Morgan will be 13 months when this baby decides to come. The baby is due February 17th, 2015, and my birthday is February 18th. So that will be that will be crazy, just to kind of see when the baby decides to come. Maybe I'll have the baby on my birthday. Maybe the baby will be a week before my birthday. We'll see. So that'll just be crazy depending on when the baby decides to come. But yeah, the baby is due 1 day before my birthday. So my birthdays are pretty much done for the rest of my life, because I have a baby who deserves a birthday more than I do. So that is that. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. Right now, this first vlog, like I said, half the time I've spent being in shock. The other half I've kind of spent being excited and trying to figure out what we need and things like that. Just trying to figure out pretty much our next move. So not a lot to tell. I haven't had a lot of symptoms. Like I said, the only terrible thing has been the nausea and then the occasional headaches. The hunger, that's more of an inconvenience because a lot of times I don't have food all the time readily available when I'm at work, and it's just like that's probably more of an inconvenience than anything. But other than that, I'm trying to think, you guys, but I think that is it. As far as beauty goes, I've been doing very minimal everything. I got these crochet braids and they're so easy, and it's such a low maintenance hairstyle that it just makes things so much easier. And it's hot, so I can throw it up in a ponytail if I want to, or leave it down when I don't, and I really don't have to do anything to it. So it's so easy and so low maintenance. And when I'm tired, oh, that's a symptom. I'm tired all the damn time. I mean all the time. Literally, I don't care how much sleep I get, I wake up tired and I look tired. So that sucks going to work. Like, I'm trying to stay up. I'm trying to do work like this, like, and trying to stay up, but I'm always tired. Always. And today, y'all, Morgan had the nerve to wake up at 5 a.m. and now this heifer want to be sleep taking a nap and leave mama up. But anyway, so I'm really tired right now. But anyway, yeah, those are all of my symptoms, and I don't think there's anything else to tell. Like I said, I've been doing very low maintenance styles, very low maintenance with makeup. Hasn't been much makeup on my face lately, especially going to work. I barely wear makeup to work now. It's just with getting up, getting Morgan up, taking her to, my mom has a daycare at her house, so my mom watches her. So taking her to my mom's house is just, it's a lot. And it's a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when I have to get up that extra 40 minutes earlier just to get that done. So, I mean, we make it work though. I don't need to wear makeup every day, so it's not a huge deal. But I would like to spruce my face up every now and then, which is why I like filming and going places other than work, because usually I can then do my face and have time to actually sit down and do a full face of makeup, which I love doing. But other than that, I think that is it. If you guys have any questions, any pregnancy questions, or anything like that, go ahead and leave them down below. I will be happy to help you answer them. Since I was just pregnant last year and now I'm pregnant this year, I kind of got this thing, my had this thing down packed. So if you guys have any questions, definitely leave it down below. Any topics that you want me to cover for future pregnancy vlogs, leave that down below as well, and I'll make sure that I do so. If I can help one or two of you out, that is all I'm looking to do. And you guys are just helping me out as well by letting me vent to you about my pregnancy woes and my excitements and joyous moments and everything like that. So I appreciate all your love and support. I hope you guys are going to enjoy these pregnancy vlogs the second time around, even though they are so close together. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.